Hello everyone, welcome to True Mysteries. I am Natalie, and today's case I'm going to be talking to you about is Tammy Lynn Leppert. So Tammy Lynn Leppert was born on February the 5th, 1965, and she had disappeared on July the 6th, 1983. She was an American actress, model, and a beauty queen who had gone missing under very mysterious circumstances at the age of 18. Leppert was employed primarily as a model throughout her late childhood and her teenage years, appearing on the front of Cover Girl magazine in October 1978. She began participating in beauty contests at the age of 4. As a child, she competed in nearly 300 beauty pageants and won the vast majority of them, taking home about 280 crowns just before her disappearance. She appeared in the 1983 film Scarface as a girl who was distracted to the lookout car during the bloody chainsaw shower scene. Before that, among other minor roles, she played a participant in a boxing match in the teen movie The Spring Break. Reportedly, her legs, hips and torso were used in the main poster for the movie. It is claimed that she had plans to go to Hollywood in 1983. Leppert had a lead role playing herself in a film called Cover Girl behind the scenes before her disappearance. After the shooting of the film Spring Break was finished, Leppert went unoccupied to a weekend party. She came home from a party as a different person. According to a close friend, Wing Flanagan's testimony, when she was playing in her next film, Scarface, she suddenly returned home after the 4th day of filming. Her mother assumed that Leppert had been very afraid of being murdered by someone, and that she had become overtaken by this delusion. Her mother felt obliged to have her examined by a doctor, but after 72 hours in a medical centre, Leppert was released and there seemed to be no signs of drug or alcohol use according to the doctor's statements. Leppert was last seen in Cocoa Beach in Florida in July 6, 1983. She was reported to have worn a blue denim shirt decorated with flowers along with a matching skirt, a grey purse and sandals. Some agencies have stated that she left without shoes or money. A friend of Leppert's told authorities that they had an argument with her while driving from her home in Rockledge, Florida, that he had later left her in a parking lot. Although he is the last person believed to have seen her, he is not considered as a suspect. However, her mother has claimed that Leppert was also afraid of him. After Tammy Leppert's disappearance, Cocoa Beach detective Harold Lewis received 2 telephone calls from a woman that was claiming that Leppert was actually alive. In the first call, the woman said that Leppert was well and would make contact when the time is actually right. During the second call, she said that Leppert was doing what she always wanted to do, going to school to try to become a nurse. At the time of her disappearance, Leppert was between 5 foot, which is 1.52 meters, and 5'5", which is 1.65 meters, and weighed between 105 to 115 pounds, which is 48 and 52 kilograms. She had long curly blonde hair. She also had hazel eyes, and it is also speculated that she may have been 3 months pregnant. Christopher Bernard Wilder was a serial killer that was linked by the FBI to the murders of 12 women from Florida right up to California. Officials says Wilder lured women with promises of photographing them for magazines. Wilder died in a shootout with the police in 1984. Leppert's family sued Wilder before he was killed, but eventually halted the process. as some had doubts as to whether he was involved. The agent also stated that she did not believe Wilder killed Leppert, and authorities have not linked Wilder to Leppert's disappearance. Another person of interest in the case was John Crutchley, a convicted kidnapper and a rapist who was suspected of killing as many as 30 women. He committed suicide in prison in 2002. Leppert's mother theorized that her daughter could have been murdered due to her knowledge of a local drug trafficking. She said Leppert exhibited signs of paranoia and was very cautious when consuming food and would not drink from open containers. She had also allegedly filed a report to the police. Several age progressions have been created to show what Leppert may have looked like if she was still alive, by forensic artists Dani Soliti, Diana Trepkov, and those of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Profiles detailing the case had been created by the DOE Network and the National Missing and Unidentified Person System. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in hopes of generating leads from tips. Leppert's DNA profile has been since processed, but her dental records and fingerprints have not been accessed by the local police. It is believed that her dental information had been acquired at some point, but that poor record keeping resulted in the data becoming lost. According to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, the following unidentified descendants have been ruled out as being the remains of Tammy Leppert. So, person 1, Harris County Jane Doe, location Hockley in Texas, date April 30th, 1984, age between 25 to 35. Cause of death has not been stated, but the circumstance, a decomposed white female found buried in a shallow grave. It is believed she died about 6 months before she had been found. Person 2, name Allegheny County Jane Doe, location Allegheny County, Virginia, dated November the 18th, 1985, age between 20 to 49. Cause of death is not stated, but the circumstance is a partial skeleton of a white female discovered by a hunter. The subject had been estimated to have died 8 months before. Person 3, name Slidell Jane Doe, location Slidell St. Tammany Parish in Louisiana, date June 19th, 1986, age between 20 and 30, cause of death homicide, circumstance a pregnant female disposed of in a Lake Pontchartrain. A weight has been tied to her body as an attempt to hide the body. Person 4, named Chesterfield County Jane Doe, location Chesterfield County, Virginia, date August 7th, 1986, age between 20 to 35, cause of death probable homicide. Circumstance is a severe torso and leg believed to have belonged to a white female found inside of a dumpster. The victim wore a rubber bracelet on her ankle. She had died within 2 months to a few days of discovery, and there was evidence that she may have been kept in a freezer or a similar device to preserve the remains. Person 5, Pinal County Jane Doe, location Pinal County, Arizona, date January 7th, 1987, age between 21 to 35. Cause of death is not stated, but the circumstance, a decomposed body of a white female found in a desert area. She died months before. Person 6, Knox County Jane Doe, location Knoxville, Tennessee, date June the 1st, 1987, age between 21 to 30. Cause of death is in self-defense. Circumstance is a white woman killed in a process of attempted robbery, and she was intoxicated at the time of her death. She was identified in 2021 as 27-year-old Tina Marie Gattrell of California. Person 7, Anaheim Jane Doe, Location Anaheim, California. Date August 30th, 1987. Age between 15 and 19. Cause of death is homicide. Circumstance is a skeletonized body of a white female believed to be a teenage runaway. She died between 6 weeks before her discovery. The victim was identified in 2018 as 20-year-old Tracy Hobson, an unreported missing person from Anaheim. Person 8, Stratford County Jane Doe. Location Stratford County, Virginia. Date February 3rd, 1991. Age between 30 and 45. Cause of death is homicide, and the circumstance is a female of an unknown race with Hispanic characteristics, found skeletonized in a wooded area. She had been between the years of 1989 and 1991. Most likely within 9 months, she was previously speculated to have been of African descent, and at a younger age, between 13 and 18. The victim was later identified as Marta Heidi Rodriguez, aged 28. Person 9, Fairfax County Jane Doe in Centerville, Virginia. Date December the 6th, 1993. Age between 26 to 39. Cause of death is a homicide. Circumstances: a white woman with Hispanic characteristics was found by a construction worker in 1993. She had decayed teeth and had died between the years of 1987 and 1992. Person 10, Harris County Jane Doe. Location Channelview, Texas. Date is October 28, 1994. Age between 20 to 40. Cause of death is undetermined, but the circumstance is the partial skeleton of a white female believed to have died between 2 and 7 years before discovery in a wooded area. Person 11, named Waller County Jane Doe. Location Waller County, Texas. Date March 10th, 1997. Age between 20 to 35. Cause of death is not stated, but the circumstances is a skeleton of a white female with a Hispanic characteristics found underneath a brush on a private property. She had died between the years of 1990 and 1996. Person 12, Stafford County Jane Doe. Location Stafford, Virginia. Date November the 7th, 1998. Age between 28 to 45. Cause of death has not been stated, but the circumstance is a partial skeleton of a white female wearing her hair in braids found under leaves near a cemetery. She had died with 8 months preceding the discovery of her remains. Person 13, Newport News Jane Doe. Location Newport News, Virginia. Date June 6, 2014. Age between 25 to 45. Her death is not stated, but the circumstances is a female of an unknown race with a Hispanic characteristic was discovered mummified underneath a sheet. The television program Unsolved Mysteries provided Leppert's disappearance in a season 5 premiere, which was in September 1992. Okay then, so that is the case of Tammy Lynn Leppert. I really hope that she gets found, and I really feel like her family needs justice, and I feel like her face and her name needs to be put out there more as well. And I feel like the police should do a bit more into this case. Okay then everyone, I am Natalie and this is True Mysteries.